and yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to the Share a Beer Show, 483. And this, oh, hold on, I didn't pause my thing over here. There we go. And this is the post world record breaking World Series game. Three, which was actually like a double header last night. I am a Dodger fan. That bearded guy over there roots for the other team. We don't mention those
the
people.
red team.
That team from the other coast over there. I don't know, but I am rooting for the team on the left coast. That was like a double header. So this series is actually going 8 games, which is breaking another record. Or it could go a possible 8.
It'll be an 8-game World Series
because they just played 2 last night. That was insane. The Dodgers had a walk-off in the 18th inning, which finally won that game, which I don't know. How many hours did that? 7 plus? It was like almost 8?
More than 7 hours, yeah.
It ended at 3:30 in the morning around here.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, because I wanted to say it was like 12:31, in the morning here. So yeah, that's easy. 3:30 in the morning over there, or something like that.
It's funny. Most of the bars that go see on the news, most of the bars closed at 2:00.
like got closed.
Yeah, the people that were there, they had to close because they couldn't sell alcohol anymore. So everyone went home, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was the craziest game. It really was. It was, oh my God. I was drink. I had my own last call. I mean, I was like, I believe I can't drink any more beer. Like, this is kind of crazy. It's getting late. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired. I'm just watching these guys play. I can imagine how they had to be exhausted. But I think we finally found Boston's weakness, though, and that's, hey, go late. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The Dodgers finally at home had this almost the same strategy as Boston. They just, took it late, and thank God for Bueller having a fantastic start to the game, at least.
Good thing Bueller didn't take a day off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, had Bueller taken the day off, oh my God, that was. But man, what a game! There was so much to talk about in that game. I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I mean, it was 2 games in one. It was a crazy game.
Yeah.
Those of you that didn't watch it, you're probably almost regretting at least not watching an inning or two, because I would imagine it has to be all over television right now.
We watched the first 5 or 6 innings, and then the CSU game came on, and then they lost, and we went to bed.
And then you woke up and watched some more.
Woke up at a normal time and heard that the game was 18 innings. Oh my God!
It was almost like the show the other couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I was fortunate enough to get out of work and stop at the dairy, get some milk, and then I was able to get to the first pitch. Literally, when he threw the first pitch, I had just turned it on, so I watched from the first pitch to the last run. So that was all the way through. Drink. If anybody's watching my Untapped, I drink many beers, many different kinds of beer.
Well, you covered the spectrum.
Yeah.
The holiday ale. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Holiday ale.
I even had holiday ale, man. It was insane. Hey, we got Havana, TD Burrs, head coach, everybody in the chat, man.
All right.
I think we're going to be short Andrew today. I think one more week. He said he had to work 2 weeks, I believe, when he emailed me or messaged me. So I think this.
You mean Andy? Andy from Minnesota.
Yeah, Andy. That Andy guy. Yeah, that's right, Andy. So right now,
I got your name.
I've got a London Pride, Fuller's London Pride cranking right now.
Nice.
The red bottle here. This is some of that beer that Fuller sent me from the wedding. This was that gift, that beer mail they sent. That beer from the wedding, the royal wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I've got, if I can crush this one fast enough, because we're going to try to get out of here on time, because I don't know what's going to happen in that game tonight.
They're playing tonight. Are they playing tonight?
Oh, they play if the Dodgers win tonight, well, yeah, it goes Sunday now anyway.
Tomorrow, yeah.
It's gonna be a rough. It's really gonna take a toll on all of them.
Yeah, it's gonna take a toll on all of them, but especially Boston. Boston exhausted itself last night.
Yeah, they had the one pitcher. What was his name? Was it Nunez, or was it the one that threw 90-something pitches for us?
Yeah, that was yeah.
He's the one who let up the home run, right?
Yeah, well, he didn't have much of a choice, man. I mean, the guy was still throwing heat. I'll give him that. I mean, he was still throwing every once in a while, throwing a 100 or even 101. I mean, you could hear him doing a female tennis grunt every time he was throwing the ball. I mean, it was, oh! I mean, I forget his name, but you could hear him. Oh! I mean, it was like, I mean, poor guy. He was literally putting everything he had into it. And he was just coming off of his second Tommy John's. And
that guy. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, big younger guy.
Yeah, I don't know how young he is. I don't know.
Got a beard, like a close shaved beard, kind of, sort of.
Did he have a beard? Yeah, maybe he did. Yeah. I'm not sure, but man, it was. Whew. I mean, what a game! I mean, those guys. As a matter of fact, when the game ended, I forget who it is now that even hit that home run, but even he was getting doused in water and everything, and he was still like, "Yeah, man, I'm." The only thing I'm bummed out about this water, he says, it feels good. It's kind of waking me up, and I really want to go to bed. I mean, he's like, I just kind of want to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when the Dodgers win it, and he's giving the post-game interview, and he's like, I just want to go to bed. I mean, they're tired.
You know, it's a long game when you look at you see the players standing on the side, yawning left and right.
Oh, they all just lost all their gameplay. Everything went out the window. I mean, they were all swinging as hard as they could. They were swinging for the fences. They were like, oh yeah, everybody wants a link. But yeah, they were just swinging for as hard as they could. They didn't give a damn. It was like, just get this one over with, man. Please, someone hit this ball.
I started watching it at the 6th inning, and then I seen the top of the 7th when Bradley Jr. hit the home run.
Oh,
tied up, and then I watched it until like the 10th or the 11th, and it was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. And then it lasted another 9 or another 8, 7 or 8.
It was quite insane. I was tempted to start a show and talk about it, but hell, before that last show even ended, I was already getting a copyright violation. I'm like, well, how did I do that?
Oh, they sent you a copyright violation?
Yeah, for
talking about the Dodgers. Is that what it was?
I don't know what. Hey, Coach, what up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, guys.
Where you at, man?
It's called Pub New Harmony in Pocatello. So.
Oh, right on, man.
Cool.
Anyway, let me enjoy the show. You guys keep
Hello,
going.
Coach Kadir.
So I'm having a London Pride. Let me show everybody on Untapped here. Let me see, London. There it is. Pretty popular beer. It's just nice, fresh, clean, crisp. It's not, it's just a good English bitter. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything too spectacular, but it's just solid, man. It's just a good session beer, like they know how to do across the pond, right? I mean, this is what they've done for centuries, for eons. 218,000.
Wow.
600 ratings on this one. 2,100 in the last 30 days. And look at that. They got 146,000 uniques on here. This beer's been around a little bit. 4.1%. No IBUs rated. A 3.42. That's solid for a session beer. Like I said, not you can get it in a cask and it's still 4.1%. So the bottle, can, keg, cask, you name it. I guess the keg's 4.7, so it's actually a little stronger if you have it in the pint. But it's just a really well balanced beer. It's just solid, man. I mean, this thing. I mean, this is a definite. If you have to have one, you have to have 6 beer. I mean, if you're gonna have one, might as well have 6. I mean, this is a good beer to like take to a party. You know, there's gonna be Bud Light. You know, introduce them to this, man. A little more flavor, easy drinking.
It's the kind of beer you take to a baseball game, never knowing if it might go 18 innings.
You never knowing, right? Like, yeah, it's and my hat's off to the Dodger fans. They stuck around, man. That stadium was still full. Mostly. I mean, you could see some empty seats in the seats that were close up there behind the plate. But when they would do the broad stadium shot, I mean, 17th inning, that stadium was still pretty full, so hats off to them, man, sticking around.
I could imagine how much money they made on food and drinks.
I would I would like to know because, what is it, after 7th inning, they stopped selling.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, once you have, they stopped selling food and stuff after the 7th inning. So it's like that's usually when everybody's making their run to get their last beers because at least the games that I've gone to, that's the way it is. I don't know if they're across like that at every stadium, but the games that I've gone to, 7th inning stretch, man, that's what you're doing. you're hauling ass to concessions because they stopped selling. It's the same thing with football. Like they stopped selling. What is it? You got to get your last hot dog even fourth quarter, something like that. Like they stopped selling because they gotta, a lot of people don't know, but the concessions at a lot of these stadiums are actually fundraisers. So a lot of these people are raising money for XYZ, whatever, girls cheerleading or whatever the case may be. They're raising money. And so they're calculating how much money they, brought in so that, because they do have to pay for this and pay for that. And then the rest is for their fundraiser. So a lot of them are raising money. Some aren't, but so all you see all that stuff happening. They're doing like inventory, right before you leave. I'd be interested to know because I know I've been at some extra inning games where they start handing out water and stuff because the game's going so long. That it starts becoming like one of those health safety things where we need.
Probably did the same thing there. I mean, you have to.
Yeah, you have to at some point because they, the regular baseball game they expect it to go 9, or maybe a 10 or 11th, but once I've been at minor league games, at least AAA. And they started at least serving water again. Like, if you wanted bottled water, they'd give you bottled water or something. Because I've been at 13 inning games, and that's what they did at those. But I'd be interested to know because that's a double header. So I'd be interested to know how they handled that because if you notice if you ever watch a baseball game, you don't see too many people drinking, after the 8th inning. Like if you watch the concessions, they're typically drinking, but once they finish, you don't see them drinking too much or eating too much in the 9th.
Yeah.
They're trying to push you out. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's going on over there in Coach's world, man? He's like outside having a good time. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, look at that. We got people in costumes, man.
Oh, it's a Halloween party.
Well, let's hope those are costumes.
It is Idaho. Who knows?
Idaho.
Be a costume.
Maybe they ate too many potatoes.
Yeah, that could just
You
be
bastards. with the
Saturday.
potatoes.
Something in the potatoes.
Yeah.
They're having so many Halloween parties over here. So just so you know, for the show, I picked up Founders. It's called like You and Me or some weird thing. Earth had it.
Huh.
Anyway.
It's a very nice site. I like the site you got going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it is. That's nice. I like that. It's a nice view. Better.
I got to go back on mute, though, because I'm going to say some weird stuff. So let me just on the show.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Coach. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, guys. See ya.
All right, man. We got Foamy Head 13 in there. Hey, guys, I'm about to crack a $15 Shiner. It's a barrel-aged small batch series, a Martin style a ale aged in what is that? Balcone single malt whiskey barrels.
Wow.
Wow, I gotta look that up. I've never seen a Shiner that expensive.
Yeah. That's John, right? Yeah, that's John. Okay. Have to check on Untapped.
Yeah. Let's see. Shiner. What did he say? It's a but he didn't really name it.
$15 Shiner. That doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. That's so Shiner. He said it's a barrel aged.
Yeah.
What is it? A barrel aged and bell? He definitely described it well, but he didn't give the name, so it's gonna be tough to look up. But yeah, in any case, what are you having, Mark?
Because one can never get enough Jesus. I'm having even more Jesus. This is the just the regular, even more Jesus. What is it? 11%? Yep. 12%. 12% ABV. They're regular imperial stouts. 16-ounce can. I bought a single of it at Total Wine for $4.99.
Oh, okay.
And it's really good. It's just a solid.
I gotta try that. Never tried.
Stout. Yeah. Very good. It's a little. I get a little more chocolate in this thing. I don't, it's doesn't have chocolate in it, but it might maybe just the malts that they're using.
Yeah,
so a little more chocolate flavor, not as much. Yeah, chocolate and coffee and that type of stuff. And it's more chocolate than some of the other ones.
okay.
But it's good. Yeah.
Let me show that one for people that aren't. It's
I gave it 4.5.
We got 104,000 ratings on this one. 748 in the last 30. 12%, 75 IBUs, a 4.31. Oh no, a 4.13. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
so let me see. Usually the recipe to make such heavenly drops is thick fudge-like body, pitch black color, amazingly overwhelming aromas of chocolate, coffee, dark fruits, and whatever kind of sugar that is. Bro, what are they doing?
Muscovado?
Muscovado? Nice. All right. That. What he said.
The hell is that?
Obviously only made in limited amounts, and most crucial of all, it must taste rare.
Mm-hmm. That's very good. Very good beer. And that's not a bad price. I mean, I think $5 for a can, 16 ounces of this. I mean, it's almost like a bottle of wine, really.
Yeah, because now you're starting to hit bomber stage, except for you're getting less.
It's 12%. I mean, it's a 16 ounce at 12%, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's a good beer. I mean, I've had it before, and I know it's good. So. I'm gonna definitely enjoy it.
I'm trying to in my mind think of what Zach would say. You know what I'm saying? And I guess we have to think about it from the brewer's perspective. Like, all these special sugar, all these other ingredients cost money. It costs So, I'm sure they would charge less if they could. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the best they could do at that.
Yeah.
They're trying to make money too at the same time.
It is a business, and they do got to charge. So yeah, they can't just break even on everything. And it's not what business is about.
Not for long.
Not for long, at least. Yeah, and every once in a while, I'm sure that they do brew a batch where, if you happen to be at the brewery,
Mm-hmm.
You could get a cask. I'm sure. Maybe some of those casks, the brewery might just be breaking even on those, just hoping you'll buy other stuff. Hey, we'll brew this special batch. It's on cask today. That's it. 5 gallons. If we run out, that's it. Sorry, son. So. And Bum, what are you having, brother? Are you having anything, or are you just chilling?
Oh no, yeah, I'm having something. Now I'll just show you real quick my warm up beer, and I don't want anybody to think because of the warm up beer I'm having, I'm showing any alliance towards one World Series team or another. This is Narragansett, as in Rhode Island. Narragansett Fresh Catch.
Yeah,
he's all in.
I see the alliance there. Yeah.
But I'm not sure how fresh that Fresh Catch was. Ooh, am I feeding back?
A little bit, not too bad. You're like that, but it's still fine.
Here, let me.
Am I the only one not able to see Bump?
No, I can see him.
I can't even see him.
There he is.
I had my tablet running. I think there was an issue with that possibly. Anyway, Imperial Porter now is called Alva. A-L. It's a Cypress.
Oh, now he's lagging. Yeah, that sucks. He was doing good until we made him speak. And
hang on.
Yeah, he was doing good till we made him speak, and then.
Yeah.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's better.
A little better.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm having a Alva Vanilla Imperial Porter from Cypress Brewing.
Cypress. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got that.
Virginia brewery?
What's that, Mark?
Are they a local brewery to where you're at?
No, they. I had a friend give this to me. It's from Edison, New Jersey.
Huh.
Oh wow, New Jersey beer. And this looks interesting, man. I like these smaller breweries. These smaller batches. This is cool. Check this out, guys. You've got.
While you do that, I'm going to grab my earbuds.
I like this. This is cool. 583 ratings on here total, and then you've got 244 in the last 30. Classified as an imperial porter. This is cool. And it's the Alva Vanilla, and it's a vanilla variant of our Alva Imperial Porter. So it's a vanilla beer, maybe, or vanilla porter. 8% ABV, 40 IBUs, and look at this, a $3.99.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that. Yeah, your Bum's bringing it today, man. Look at that. Nice. Yeah. So look at this color in here. It looks like a really good porter. I like the labeling here and stuff. That looks cool.
Alva Edison. It must be in honor of Edison. Looks like.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so. It looks like a picture of Edison.
So it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, that's what I like about all the different local breweries is a lot of them are paying homage to their local areas, and so now the canning has gotten easier and cheaper, more affordable for some of the smaller breweries. We're able to share some of these beers with other people, and those people share beers, and next thing you know, it's on Share Beer, and then it becomes world famous.
Just a matter of time.
It's just a matter of time. Now we have Havana in there that says he loves New Jersey. And Jay Vega last liked 5 videos.
I take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you have in top?
I'm having the Rheingeist Franz.
Oh, cool.
And I'm having Das Boot.
Das Boot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we were talking about that last week, right?
Oh, yeah, and the boot, yeah.
So how much does the boot hold? Does the boot hold like a 24? Does it hold like a full quart?
It holds 64 ounces.
Which Rheingeist was that again? Which
it holds 412. It's the Franz.
Oh, the Franz. Okay.
It holds 48 ounces actually.
48. Wow.
Not bad though. I imagine the big ones must hold a lot. This is a small one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a little baby.
Baby. Funny. I wonder what size that one I've got is. I didn't look.
It's kind of okay. But it's the same one.
It's probably the same one, yeah.
The big one. Imagine the big one's probably is almost half the size of your speaker.
I haven't even opened it yet. I need to at least look at the box and see how many ounces.
Oh no, it's bubbling.
Now, if you have the boot up,
yeah, it's bubbling on me.
It'll bubble back at you, right?
Oh man, I better watch out with that one.
What's the best way to drink the boot? Is it with
Did you ever watch Beer Fest? Did you ever watch Beer Fest?
Beer Fest?
You never watched Beer Fest? They it's like it's one of those like quirky movies, but they drink and then at the end they spin, so the bubble doesn't shoot right in your face. Watch the Beer Fest. If you never watched Beer Fest, you should watch it. It's like a Super Troopers type of movie. If you've never watched Super Troopers.
Beer Fest. So is it on Netflix?
I'm not sure. It might be. It's like a.
Check that out.
I think it's fair. It's funny but stupid. It's good. It's a pretty good movie.
I'll show this beer that Tom's drinking right there, the Franz Rheingeist from Rheingeist Brewery. It's a Marzen, classified as a Marzen, which is a really good sessionable style, I think. Marzen, great flavor. I mean, you can crush them. They're not really. I don't know. They're hardly ever above 6%, are they? They're
like 5 to 6%.
Yeah,
it's your kind of your Oktoberfest style of beer.
Yeah, basically. Yep. 24,000 ratings, 750 in the last 30 days, 5.4% ABV, 20 IBUs, and a 3.61 rating. That's Franz is our Oktoberfest beer. Boom, there it is. What do you want? You know what I'm saying? That's it. Boom.
I literally went to the liquor store and this was the only Oktoberfest beer I could find.
Oh, okay. That was my next question. Did you get that there or did you send it to you? Cool. They distribute to Boston. Nice.
Yeah, they did. I haven't had much from them, to be honest. I've had a couple beers. They're all right. They're not bad.
Oh, let me make sure to say hi to Craig. He's in the chat.
Yeah. Hey, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
There's a link up in the chat there. You might have to scroll up if you can. If you can't, let me know. I'll put another one. So if you feel like joining it, if you can't.
Is Mom in the chat?
Who?
Mom?
No, I haven't seen Mom today.
Oh, okay.
She might have caught wind that there's no malt liquor report, so there's probably.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So You know, that's pretty much the only reason a lot of people tune into the show is.
Oh, sure. Billy D is here.
We do have Billy D in the house. He's just,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you notice there's something a little bit different about Billy D?
Yeah,
you notice it?
What's going on there, man? What
those can?
There's no can because there's no malt liquor report. How can there be a malt liquor report with no can?
I never thought of that, actually. The fact that there is not much of a malt liquor report and the fact that he's not got his Colt 45 is just a happy coincidence, actually. But it's very symbolic, though.
It is very sad. That is a hell. If that just kind of works that way, that is a hell of a coincidence right there.
Yeah. Well, anybody who saw my Untapped saw that my most recent check-in last night, Billy D was still holding the can of Colt 45.
Yeah. What happened?
There was a malt liquor accident afterwards, but nothing that can't be fixed.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah, with a little bit of glue.
Well, I don't know. Do we want to? You might not want to fix that accident because you might be able to. That might be the telltale sign if there's going to be a malt liquor report if he's holding malt liquor.
It's like we're closed or we open, right?
Exactly. Is he holding the malt liquor or is he not holding the malt liquor? That might be the telltale sign if there's going to be a report.
Yeah, kind of like those weather beacons. You have to look at the weather beacons and see what color they're flashing.
Yeah, that might be just a happy accident right there, Bum.
The golf building, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it's the what do you call that? It's the groundhog, right? That's how that works. So let me crack open this other growler that I have from that brewery in Colorado that we have there.
Wow.
So what are we working on here, Mark?
That's like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. 10/6/18 is the date on the can, my friends.
Yeah, that's fresh. That's good.
3 weeks.
So we are, as a matter of fact, the kid that poured it was like, man, you're going to be testing the limits of a crowler. I'm like, you don't know me very well, do you? Yeah, I am that guy. I am the guy right here. I am the guy. So before I crack it open, I'll show the Untapped on this one. Amazingly, every beer that I had at Chain Reaction, there was a friend of mine that reviewed all of them. It's crazy. I don't know who this guy is.
He's like your doppelganger.
Yeah, he's like my doppelganger. So this is a One Barrel Wednesday. This is, and I tried to get all the crowlers I got. Once again, were all the specialty beers, like one-offs, like this. That's the only one they were, brewing. So this is a roasted pine nut amber at 6.4%. So let me see if I can just type in roasted pine nut. Yep, and Chain Reaction pops up here. That's cool. So it's pretty unique to Chain Reaction. So roasted pine nut amber. Oh, you know what, Mark? I think I remember this because I didn't actually log. I think I logged the pine nut amber and not roasted or something.
I think so. Yeah.
It was something weird like that. Yeah, because I don't have a login for this one.
Oh, you know what it was? I got it. You didn't. You didn't get it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I got it. My page.
Okay, so let me check my friends here, so we can at least. Yeah, Mark's the one that had it. Okay, so we can at least see my friends that have had it, and that'll give you a judge for what this beer is and what it's like before I crack the can. So, and this is also, like I said, the can is from 10/6, so this will be interesting to see how long a crowler and what it would be like. So we've got 6 total ratings on here, 6 uniques and 6 in the last 30 days, and one of them is Mark. 6.4% ABV, 12 IBUs. No ratings on here because there's not quite enough.
Yeah.
So hopefully my rating will be the one that takes it over the edge. So we can get some.
I mean, they only brewed 1 barrel of it, or whatever was on tap was. Yeah.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. So whatever was served, and if nobody rated it, then that's it. Like, because it's a one-off. You're right. So it looks like Mark gave it a 3 1/4, 3 3/4, maybe.
Yeah, maybe 3.75.
Yeah, looks like he gave it about a 3.75. This was Mark's picture of it here, from the what do you call it? Not the flat, the taster. Yeah, the
Pretty big taster.
Kind of a nice amber color.
So really good brew. It looks like, so we'll find out how it holds up right now, man. We'll see how this goes right here. So we'll see if we get any smoke out of how many weeks old is this? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
To the day, actually, almost to the time.
Yep, it is almost to the time. Yep.
It's almost to the time. This is crazy. So this is almost exactly 3 weeks. Oh, it spit up. That's a decent sign.
Get some foam.
Let's see.
Oh, the crowlers.
Look at this. Look at this.
That's still gonna be good.
Carbonation.
Look at that. We still got some carbonation. I'm gonna do the El Tapa Tapa. Gonna give it an aggressive tap. Look at that, man. Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Let me get a picture quick.
Yep.
Gotta get a picture. Okay. There we are. Boy, this is 3 weeks old. This is awesome. Look at that. This is a testimony to Chain Reactions beer right here. This is a crowler 3 weeks ago, my friend. Oh, you know what? Oh, it still smells nice. You're getting a nice, it's an amber, really. I'm getting a really nice malty, sweet smell, slightly roasty in there. Not getting too much of a nut or anything.
No. Always going to get nuts in your mouth.
No, I'm not. I wasn't even going to go better than that, because I was going to. I'm not getting too much of a nut on my nose. You know what I'm saying?
Joe loves
It just gets better, right? Yeah.
You're right in the nose.
We'll see what kind of nut I get in my mouth. Come on, Zach. Bring it, boy.
You might have a potential show title there, A Nut on My Nose.
Oh, man. You know what? This is still solid, man.
Good.
You gotta love crowlers. You just gotta love crowlers, man. And you gotta try it. I mean, you gotta just try it. You know what I'm saying? If they don't can beer, they got crowlers. Try it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I am so glad I salute. Because I got more. I'm gonna be drinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's good.
I look at the laces.
It's really good. Look at this, man. 3 weeks, bro, to the day. This is a crowler, my friends. Look at that. This is a testimony to the beer at Chain Reaction, my friend. This is Colorado beer at its finest right here.
Oh, yeah. So you basically was out of the fridge for like 15 hours. Because when you got home, you put them in the fridge? You got home?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it's on the refrigerator for 15 hours, but in the fridge since then. So that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's really not. You know, it took a flight. It was handled because it was in my suitcase. Well, I had to check it, so it was really handled. Yeah. And then it was and actually, you know what, Mark, at altitude, it's getting refrigerated again because it's cold in the.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
In the cockpit.
Refrigerator, yeah.
It's kind of actually borderline almost frozen for a second, like not quite frozen, but it gets pretty cold in there. Yeah. I would imagine the clothing and the suitcase and everything kept it insulated enough where it didn't freeze. Yeah. But this is solid. This was better than the other one I had. The other one, that particular style, carbonation wise, didn't quite hold up. But look at this; has still got a little head to it, man.
Yep. Oh, I mean, it poured well.
Look at this, man. I'm pouring some more. Now the can's been open. The crowler's been open for a little while. Look at that, man.
Mhm.
We're still. Look at that. This is fantastic, man. Oh, this is solid, man. Oh my God, I'm so glad I did that. I've still got that big one. I'll save that for till next week. I was tempted to drink it last night. I'm glad I didn't. And that'll be 1 month. So we'll do that on next week's show. And that'll be 1 month on a crowler. So
Okay.
and that's the 10-5 beer, I think.
Mm.
That was the big one he almost didn't want to do. He was like, we can't crowler that. And I was like, well, why?
Yeah.
If it's a matter of cost, charge me, man.
Yeah. Because whatever it costs, just I want a crowler of that.
I don't give a damn, man. Charge me, man.
You don't tell anybody whatever it costs.
Yeah.
No.
I'm like, whatever it costs, my friend. You name it. You know, let's start like Lane Bettis said.
Would be better in a crowler than a lighter beer. I mean, really, a big beer, 10.5% or whatever that one is, would be better in a crowler than a really light beer, especially if you're going to keep the crowler around a while.
That's a great point, because those big beers like that, you're not necessarily expecting tons of carbonation anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're kind of lower on the carbonation anyway. You're typically not getting a lot of head. The head's going to go away, dissipate pretty quickly, typically on those big ones. And this one, for being a barrel aged, still, dude, this is fantastic. I mean, look at that thing. This is great. This is the beauty of a crowler as opposed to a growler. Mm-hmm. This ain't happening with a growler, not unless you live in the area.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the beauty of it. I was able to take a chance, get some crowlers and still enjoy it 3 weeks later, man. Here we are, I did take all the precautions in case anyone wanted to know. I took 2 crowlers. I was able to fit 2 crowlers into a gallon freezer Ziploc bag, and Ziplocked them. Repurposed those bags. Those are bags that I have gotten from other beer mails, and I saved all that material and used it on this trip. And so I was able to repurpose those, put those bags in there. So if the crowlers did leak by chance, they would, hopefully not leak into my luggage. So everything held up just fine. And I think I even posted the video on the Jody Reviews Facebook page.
Okay, I'll have to check that out.
I posted it. Well, I taped the video. I haven't posted it just yet. I'll post it after the show on the Jody Reviews Facebook page for the new cables that I got. If anybody's interested in 2-channel audio, if you're getting into home theater or at all, or any sort of home audio at all, as me and Mark are already well on our way down that journey of
that rabbit hole.
Thank you. Yes. It's a bad one, kids. It's not healthy. Trust me, man. Oh my God, it's not healthy. It is a budget buster, but it's so much fun. It is. But in any case, I got new cables today. These are my old ones in the new cable packaging. So the packaging here are the new cables that I got. That's the name of the new cables. Again, this cable that's in this bag is my old cable.
You got 12 gauge?
I got 12 gauge. I upgraded from 14 gauge. The cable that's in here right now, I'll just take it out so you can see it. The cable that's in here now, they're separate, and they kind of put them together. See how they're kind of separate?
Mm-hmm.
So the individual cables, and then they just kind of put them together with these pieces of plastic here. But they're solid construction. They're braided. I like that. These tips are nice. The banana plug gold plated tips are nice. you know, if you've made homemade cables, you can make them, and you can order all this stuff and make these things. They're easy to do. I mean, you can obviously see where they're put together. You know, you basically put the cable in here in these particular ones, and then you kind of screw them in right there, and then you put this cap over it. They're not hard to make, but if you want to get this whole custom look where, you know, it looks nice and finished, and you get these nice covers for them, that's a pain in the nuts. So I just, you know, people do it and then sell them on there cheap enough, so I just buy them. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure,
especially with wiring, it's like if there's anything wrong with it, there's always a manufacturer you can call. You know what I mean? Like if you do it yourself, it's like I gotta take care of it and do. You know what I mean? It's different.
Yeah, you know, you could run into a problem with cables, and so, yeah, you know, but I just these so far the ones that I've been getting. Me and Mark saw cables that were like,
oh gosh, yeah, $20,000 for like
$25,000 for 2-speaker cables.
Yeah.
Come on, son. We ain't got that kind of budget, but that's on the ridiculous high end, really, if you ask me.
Go out and buy a car.
But yeah, I do have video, and I'll be posting that when the show ends, actually, on the Facebook page of the new cables I got and the nice finish and the nice vinyl covering that they put on there and everything. I kind of show all that off. Really made a huge no charge. It really made a huge difference, man. Going from 14 gauge doesn't seem like it would be, but the quality of the cable was better and the gauge is thicker. So the higher gauge you use, the smaller cable it is. So the lower the number, the thicker the cable. So that's, and 12 gauge is basically as high as you want to go for until you get into those real high end speakers where they're I don't know, you're using just completely different connections, really.
Yeah.
On your, if you're still using banana plugs, I think 12 gauge is basically as low as you want to go. Like, some people will venture into 10 gauge, but I don't. I haven't seen many that do. 12 is about as, but you can tweak out the different kinds of copper, and some people are using aluminum, some people are using, you know what I'm saying, you can geek out on that stuff. But I used oxygen free aluminum, copper and all this other stuff. I don't know, man, but it sounds fantastic. That's all I know. If you want to spend the lowest bang for your buck, the power can make a difference. I've learned that the power can make a difference, and the cables. So the cable, for bang for the buck, switch the cables. If you're using 16 gauge cables right now, upgrade to 12. Oh my God, you won't even believe the difference. It'll be insane. Like, you'll get a huge. I don't care if you're using. These are the bookshelf speakers that I have right here. I mean, these are the ones that I use on my computer, my computer system. I don't care if you're using little speakers like that, like I have here, or if you're using towers like I have behind me, or bigger towers like I have in my listening area. You know, it's going to make a difference. If you've only got 16 gauge and you go to 12, you're going to really hear a difference. You are. That's just a fact. You are going to hear a difference.
What are you mainly using it for, like audio for like movies, or you like audio for like tracks and stuff, or
I mostly hi-fi, mostly just music.
Mm-hmm.
But I am, my main listening is basically 2.2, right? Because in 0.2 would be because I have I have two main channels, which is the first two, and then the 0.3, right?
I can't hear you anymore for some reason.
Breaking up a little bit.
Oh, am I breaking up?
No, now you're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Earth, man.
Right when Earth came in.
Jumped in and screwed me up, man. What's up, man?
Oh, my apologies. Sorry.
But yeah, that's
My
how
bad.
that first number. So I actually have like a 7.2 system, but I'm not as into home theater as I am just. My main listing is 2.2 or sometimes 3.2. Actually, I like to use my center channel sometimes, and get like a 3.2 system going, and that kind of can be fun to tweak around with a little bit. But mostly just audio. But oh my God, you don't have two subs and not love some. Oh, the game's starting. Oh my God. And so you don't have. We're on the clock now, my friends. The game is getting ready, man. We are on the clock. I'm just letting you know this show's going to end soon, son. So, but yeah, movies, Tom, are insane. Movies or TV series.
You want to know a crazy movie? Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, okay.
You ever watched that with your stereo?
Yep.
Amazing movie to listen to.
Yeah. You like Superman and stuff like that. Absolutely. Good action movies. There's even other movies where there's specific scenes like people post clips. They post like they actually go through. There's people that go through the trouble. If you're into a home theater, there's people that go through the trouble to take 2-minute clips of movies just so you can enjoy the audio from that, just so you can enjoy that whole theater experience from that. They'll take that specific action scene from that movie, and they'll make like a whole DVD, basically. So you download this whole hour of all these clips of movies, and you just go through all the cool scenes because that's really all you want. You just want to hear a little. That's all you really want, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was Joe at the festival.
It is awesome, man. It is. After going to that audio fest, I was telling the guys in the pre-show, it's basically like a criminal going to prison, and you go to prison for like a year, and you do your year, and you get out, and you're like, woohoo! You graduated with a PhD in criminology, and that's that's basically all that did for me, man. It just kind of like gave me all the education I needed to really be dangerous.
It's like the movie. You ever watch Blow? The movie?
Yes, that's a good movie, actually. I like that.
When he goes to prison, and then he goes to prison for selling drugs, and then comes out and sells more drugs from all the information he learned.
That's when he really got big, right? That's when he really started making all that big money, is when he did that. Yeah. The movie I enjoy. What is it? Parental or something like that. But it's the one where they go to Mexico.
Oh, breaking up again.
Oh, am I breaking up again? You know what it is? It's the bandwidth of everybody going to see the Dodgers in Boston right now. World Series Game 4, which is technically 5, because that was 2 games last night. Who's going to be watching the World Series tonight, man?
I will be watching.
I will. Yep.
Now, how long are you going to be watching? Are you in for the duration?
Well, if it's over before I go to bed, I'm in for the duration. 11:30, I'm going to bed.
Last night I said I was in for the duration, even though I had to wake up at 7 a.m. And I tried to stay. I made it to the 14th inning, and I fell asleep.
Yeah. Now the question is, Bum, did you get any good schedules? Did you find any unique things today?
Oh yeah, and I got a lot, and I'll spare you guys by not showing them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, because Bum's actually on a baseball-related trip right now.
Not necessarily baseball, but that's my interest. But it's schedules from all sports.
That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That is very. I was in from first pitch to the last one, my friend. That was it. I was in for the duration. Had a whole myriad of beers, as I will tonight. I am in for the duration. I am off work. It is not a school night, so woohoo!
It's not fair though. It's not fair because on the West Coast, it's like you're taking like performance-enhancing drugs because you're like 3 hours behind us, man.
Oh, you know what? That's how I feel about like now on Mark's show. Now Mark has a show that he does every Sunday. It's a photography-related show, but he does have a show, and he's got a photographer friend on there that I call him cheating because he's near water and he shoots everything with water and he's cheating. It's just not fair.
He opens his door and it's right there.
Yeah, he's just like, and he does what I call camera tossing. He just throws it up and it just takes good pictures on the way down. That's all it does. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not even fair. It's not right. People that live near water, it's just not fair.
I'm 5 minutes from the water.
Yeah, well, you see, because you can go out there and take these amazing sunset photos, these amazing sunrise photos. It's just not right. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. You got the beach and the rocks and the water, and I got cactus, bro. Come on.
Don't forget about the water on the inside.
But I am 3 hours behind you, so it is nice. That part is nice, yes. Mm-hmm. Because if the game ends on time, it'll end about 8. You know what I'm saying? I can still go to the bar. You know what I'm saying?
What time did it end for you?
For me, it ended after midnight. It was like 12:30.
Wow. 18-inning game ends at 12 for you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it starts early, though. I mean, right here, it's just after 5, and that's what time it starts. Is it first pitch yet? What's going on there, Mark?
I don't know. Is it first pitch? I don't know. I haven't switched the channel yet.
I don't think it's ever at the top of the hour. Wouldn't it be like 8:20 or something, maybe?
Like
my wife said like 5:09 or something.
Yeah. It's like 9 after or something like that. Yeah.
And it also depends on who's singing the national anthem too.
That's true. Yeah, because some people kind of a little more than others, right? Some people kind of get right.
This is the game of the series, though. This is the game, in my opinion. Whoever wins this game is really gonna like take the momentum.
It'll tie it up. If LA wins this game, it's tied 2-2.
Yeah.
And LA's got one more game at home. And
it was absolutely without a doubt unanimous. That was the game. Game 3 was the key because LA won that game. That enables you to go to game 5. So that was an automatic right there. That game LA needed. We needed
to win that game. Yeah.
So now tonight, like you say, Tom. Now tonight, going into tonight, now this is
LA wins 2-2, and then if the Red Sox win 3-1, and then one more, we're done. So they better, you know what I mean? The Dodgers better win. They better win. If not, it's not easy going into a game knowing that if you don't win, that you're done.
Yeah. And I don't think anybody in World Series has ever come back from 3-0 deficit.
Yeah, not from 3-0.
It's 2-1 now. So
2-1.
It's got to win.
Yeah.
If he wins tonight, it's more games.
It's gonna be interesting.
3-game series then.
They were up 2-0, and I was like, I'd like to see Dodgers win. I don't want the Red Sox to sweep. It's boring. In my opinion, that's boring.
Yeah, there's nothing about 18 innings that was boring. That's for sure. So this is a record break. This is a record break already.
Oh yeah.
In the record book, this is forever in the books. I mean, that's what's amazing about baseball in our country. Is that lineage, right? I mean, they're talking about records last night that were from 1916, for Christ's sake. I mean, that is amazing.
Yeah. Baseball, if anything, is a game of statistics. I mean, that's the whole.
And history.
And history and statistics.
Yeah. But that's what makes it. It's our soccer, if you will, as far as that kind of, that kind of lineage. Like it doesn't go along as soccer, but I mean it's, it's the closest thing we've got to that kind of.
Yeah. Well, it's more about strategy and stats than it is scoring for the most part. Yeah.
It's funny too, because they'll relate things to, well, the Dodgers, they were able to do this in 1920, so I don't see why they can't do it now. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying?
On the TV, there's Joe Buck.
These players' granddads weren't even born yet. Like, are you serious? You know what I'm saying? But
you know how many rule changes have been since that time?
I know, but the basics of baseball is still baseball. Isn't that something? Like, it's still baseball. I mean, there's been some hard rule changes, but it's not as different as basketball and football.
Most of those baseball rule changes have just been in like the last 5 years. Before they went, other than lowering the pitcher's mound in after 68, I think, there were no major rule changes for like 50, 60, 70 years.
That's the beauty of baseball. It's still basically baseball. And the rule changes that they've done are just basically speeding it up a little bit. You know,
trying to, and it's still not working.
Designated hitter in the review of calls. I mean, those are the two big things.
No. Rod's. I mean, football is America's new pastime, but there is nothing more exciting than I mean, as far as championship games, the World Series, I think that's it. Like going to a baseball game is, to me, a lot funner than all the other major sports that we have. And trust me, I go to a lot of football games. I've been a season ticket holder for 11 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I know a little bit about football. You know what I'm saying?
I think hockey is pretty high up there for me, though.
You're
hockey
is
amazing.
Yeah.
You're right. Playoff hockey is so intense. It's incredible.
You're right. Yeah, hockey. There's these other sports. Hockey is one of them too. You're right, man. But see, football. Now, NFL, sure, trumps just as a. But once you take baseball into perspective, and you take all the different leagues that we have, and people attend those games, and people are season ticket holders of those games. I mean, people come here to Arizona to go to fall ball, for Christ's sake. Yeah. There's people here now watching baseball, my friend, in our BS little stadiums that we have here. Are you kidding me? Like, they're not doing that for football. They don't. They just don't do that for football. Like, Arizona's one of these places, man. This is a baseball town. It's not thought of that way. It's thought of mostly as golf, I think. But, here in Florida, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You see that, man. If people come down here for baseball, man. Baseball year round. Anyway, let's get to it, man. Go Dodgers. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. I'm excited. Ready for some baseball. It's that kind of year. And then that time of year. And then tomorrow morning is all about the Rams. Don't forget to watch the Rams. It's the most important thing in the world.
Hey, good luck.
Game of the week. The Rams and the Packers, baby. Come on, it's the Fox game of the week. So make sure to watch the Rams. Root for the Rams. It's the most important thing in the world. Remember, I told you that. Other than rooting for the Dodgers tonight. We'll see you, man.
All right.
Peace out, guys.
See you guys next week.
Win or lose.
Later.
Fuck.